Greetings, and once again, welcome back to the Insanity. Last time we left off, we made a couple of improvements on our mall. And in this episode, we're gonna fix a bit of issues with the mall and with some other stuff. Because one thing that was a problem here is that we have a green wire going between these two combinators when it in fact should be a red wire going from the warehouse to this combinator. Because once we start to insert some sheds here, if we would not have a red wire and include the contents of this warehouse, these would just be requested over and over and over again, which is not what we want. So now we have 2 sheds here in this warehouse, which means that only 8 should be requested, which seems to be correct. However, those should be moved into this storehouse, and the reason why that is not happening is that there should be a green wire from this warehouse to this combinator, and then there's this combinator over here should be configured like that. How about now? Oh wait, this should be a positive value. There we go. Now we are well, I'm stupid. This should not be a green wire from here. This should actually rather be connected to the red wire, which we have here. So if we now put all of this back, and especially these 2 sheds, those sheds are moved over there, but if we insert stone bricks, those are not moved over there. Perfect. That's a lot better. We will most likely be getting back to this mall later on, but a question that has been nagging me is why are we having iron problems? And it seems like I have found an answer to that. And the reason is, as you can see over here, that we don't have any hot air, which means that the iron plates that we are producing at the moment is not a lot. And it's been like this for quite a while. So this should improve, and I'm completely out of fuel in my train. And let's see. Actually, I kind of want to stop over here. There we go. So in order to fix this, we're going to enable this stone again. And to avoid any possible overflow, we're going to insert a tank over here to make sure that overflow does not happen by using some little circuit magic. There it is. So we'll use a green wire from the belt to this tank and say that if we have hot air less than 10k, which should be half the tank, then please. Okay, that's actually less than half the tank. So let's increase it to 50. Then please give us some stone, which we can use for these regenerative heat exchangers. Now that that's fixed, we're also going to fix some other thing over here. Because this coal gas requester that we have over here is not doing anything. So my attempt at requesting only small amounts of coal gas but having a high request threshold, that did not work out. Let's just put it like that. So now that that's fixed, let's head over to I need to refuel my train. Oh, finally we got... No, it's not there. It's for Old Center North. I thought we would be getting wood to the mall, although it seems like the wood we provided the mall manually with in the last episode is more than enough. So since we have a lot of coke here, I'm going to have this train drive on coke for a while. So now let's see. Where do we want to go? We don't want to go into the depot. We don't want to go over there. We actually want to go over here somewhere. Because it's about time that we add a coal gas requester at this drilling area to be able to produce. I think this will be able to provide us with... Oh boy, do I have enough rails? Probably not. And I need to check this space. So I think this will provide us with copper ore and iron ore. There we go. That's... Oh, it was actually enough. For one of them at least. That's good. That's a start. We want 2 logistic train stops to put over here. One here. And one here. Yes, I know it's kind of bad practice to put 2 different train stops like this on the same line. This close together. But I'm don't have that much rails on me at the moment. And it kind of looks like we definitely need some more signals here. Because we want these to be separate rail blocks. Now then we also want to have a couple of pie tanks for the fluids. 5Ks. Of course I don't have enough iron. Why am I not surprised? So okay then, let's go grab iron. And while we're in the area, we can probably get some more rails as well. And then we have a number of other things to fix as well. So let's see, iron. Do we have any iron? We do have a bit of iron. Hoping we will have more soon. Thank you. Now we also, instead of missing copper, we're missing tin now, because the copper problem we solved in the 2 episodes ago with the new copper production area. But now we're missing tin plates and tin ores because we don't have a lot of tar in that area. I do have some solutions for that in mind, which we might be getting to. As soon as we fix some other things, of course. Right, I needed a pie tank. Let's get some few more actually. And then we also need pumps, 2, 3, 4 pumps. And I'm going to make sure that I put the pump on the right place. Once you make that mistake, you try to not make that mistake again. And then we're gonna get some constant combinators. So the fluids I want to request here to start with is coal gas and lubricant. And the reason for that is that coal gas can be used to create copper ore and iron ore, and lubricant is also needed to make copper ore. So that's what we're gonna do. Now let's rename this. Let's see, what's this area called? What is your name? Ore production. So this will then be coal gas requester. That will be you, and you will be lubricant requester. So this is coal gas. 30k. And this is lubricant. Also 30k. Perfect. Now, as we don't have any lubricant in our system, we should be notified about that in the missing in LTN section, which we are. I am kind of, however, expecting and hoping that we have enough coal gas in the system at this moment. We are missing 5k, but sure, I can live with that. Then we need some pumps here and some electricity. There we go. There we have some coal gas. Woohoo! And here we have... Yeah, right. We don't have any lubricant in the system at this time. We'll just place these requesters as well, and then connect them with some wires. We'll paste unused requester. So we will just copy paste this train station's names. Perfect. Now let's go and provide some coal gas, I guess, or lubricant rather, which is over here, sort of in this area. Thank you very much. Please stop here. Perfect. So where, okay, I need to build a train station. Well, that should be quite easy actually. Considering the other fluids we have here as well, I am actually going to build the train station like this. Okay. So the whole thing about me planning to fix the iron production in this episode by using a new recipe, that will probably be a bit delayed. 75 per minute. How is that hot air production doing? Well, it's definitely improving, that's for sure. So this is Old Center Southwest, sort of. And this is a lubricant provider. Because a couple of episodes ago we had started some lubricant production here in this area. And guess what? Now we have quite a bit of lubricant here. 100k should be enough for quite a while. So that's what we're going to use, and I need more pipes. I need more iron. Let's hope that this iron production gets fixed in this episode. Let's see, where did my pipe tank go? Here it is. 1, 2, that's room for a pump, and I can actually afford making a pump. That's good. Wow, didn't expect that. I'm going to need a couple of more electric poles and connect them. Uh-oh. No. I don't have any iron. Let's go get some iron. Actually, it's probably faster to just move over here and take it directly from the factory. And that also gives us the opportunity to check on how we're doing here. The hot air is still struggling a bit, but here we have a fresh delivery of iron plates. Thank you, iron plates. One delivery is all I need, for the moment at least. Oh, we're walking so slowly. And now we can make some more pumps. So let's actually use one pump to... Oh, I already put that one down. So let's use a pump to pump things into this pie tank, because it's much more useful to have the fluid there than over in the container, which is further away. So let's set up maximum train length 2 and provide threshold 25,000, because that's how much fluid one wagon can contain. At least with the current wagons. I'm not sure if there is an upgrade, but there probably is. And here we go. We're getting a train already, which is gonna make a delivery. Let's actually copy this structure so that I know, so that I'm placing it with the correct size between them. And this seems to be a bit of a problem. Actually, it's probably better if we make it go from this way. That should be enough. Because then we can more easily fit more train stations here. And we save ourselves a power pole. Hurrah! Perfect. Oh, that's one step too far. And that fits perfectly. Great. So then I will just set up an aromatics provider here as well. Because, yeah, we have it over here and we're probably gonna need it at some point. I'm pretty sure about that. Alright, I need to remove these old pipes as well. So leaving space for the pump, should put it around there. And then we can make another pump to have over there. And then we will just connect the pipes. Not the dots, the pipes. Copying those settings as well. Perfect. So now we have lubricant, we have aromatics provided in LTN. Good. Now let's go somewhere over here maybe, while I check my to-do lists. Add coal gas requester at drilling area, check. Mall bugs, check. Okay, so our next stop will be sort of in this area-ish. Oops. That's not where I intended to stop, but sure. I would like to stop here, actually. No. I would like to stop there. And please wait until I'm back. So we have a couple of issues to deal with in this area. One of them involves the copper/tin ore production. Oh boy, we're running low on this. Okay, sure, have some coke as well. Why not? We have quite a lot of that anyway, so sure. So, the fish production. The fish production is stopped because this chest is full, because we have so much meat and quite a bit of skin. And then we don't have any guts to produce any copper ore. Well, we do have the guts to do it, but not the guts to do it, if you know what I mean. So what we're going to do is to produce tin ore here instead. And please be a bit faster. I'm missing duralumin. Okay, sure. So over here we have 10k copper ore, which should be enough for quite a while. So considering the new and improved recipe that we have, copper ore should not really be an issue. So we're gonna redirect this to the tin ore production, which is up here, which still has a little bit of space left before being blocked because we have too much aluminum. So that's something. Now let's see how we can get through this mess. Maybe over here. We still have quite a bit of... Wait a minute. Why are... Well, of course, we are still producing borax in this area. Because we haven't imported anything. Because now we are producing borax somewhere else. So it would make more sense to just produce it over there and only produce it at one place and so on, but that will be a problem for another time. Actually, you can go straight ahead. Thank you very much. That should hopefully fix our tin problem for a while. The bad part about tin ore is that in order to produce it from drilling fluid and drill head, We need to research excavation 2, and for that we need another science pack, which I honestly haven't bothered really to check in with that much. And since these are... Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Okay, can we fix this somehow, maybe? Let's... Oops, nope. That doesn't work. Okay, I do still have a few pipes. So we're gonna use them. So the issue here is that we don't have any... We kind of need a filter inserter or two here. But for that, I need some duralumin. So I'm going to replace this setup and have one tin ore and one for aluminum ore. And that was a very important power pole. Lesson learned. Oh, come on. Thank you. Oh boy, what am I missing? I'm missing iron, of course, sure. So by doing it this way, we can significantly limit this one. Although that's going to be another problem. Actually, we don't need to limit this at all in that case. I guess, sort of. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Tin ore should be output here. Aluminum ore should be output here. And now, since the tin ore doesn't have any container for it, it will basically output as much as it can, and then it will stop eventually. Hopefully, sort of. And that will be the limiting factor for outputting the aluminum ore, which should work pretty well. So, before we fix the next issue on the agenda, we're gonna need to get some more pipes, because this is a very pipe-related problem. Oh, hello, trash. I have something for you. I have some old machines here that you can deal with. Please enjoy. Have fun and all that. I don't really need this chest anymore because I have some other logic for steel plates now. So the issue that we have now is that we have methane over here. And oh, it goes over here. And it goes over here. And it goes over here. And around it goes. And right, it is actually used up here. And that might not look like a problem, But the thing is that in other parts of our system we have this benzene, which we honestly have quite a bit of at this moment. And the problem is that we have a recipe somewhere which specifically requires methane, namely over here. This requires methane, and this is benzene, and benzene is not methane, so we're gonna need to change this. This worked very well earlier when we actually had methane in these pipes, but then we switched that, which was overall a good idea, except for this little machine. So we're gonna need to connect this pipe to a methane pipe. And how much, where is that methane? Right, it's over here. So we need some free space somewhere, possibly around here. Yes, this is perfect. Except for the fact that it's very far low, but alright. So we basically need to drag yet another spaghetti pipe. All the way up here. So this is methane, and this is now also methane. And this means that our little machine should start working again, which should allow us to get some ethylene, and ethylene gives us styrene, and the styrene gives us a little walk. It gives us a fairly long walk. It gives us rubber, which we now have again, finally, after a long while. Here, nope, you didn't make that. I want to keep this for myself, actually. Actually, I am pretty sure that you did make it, but I'm gonna keep it. Not sure what that chest was for, but sure. Alright, let's get back to our train if we can find it. Well, we found the rails, so then we should be able to just have the train go here. Thank you, train. Very kind. Excellent, train. So I'm kind of wondering now how LTN is doing, and it looks like it at least doesn't have any requests. Our wood production out down here is doing great, besides for the fact that we need more coal, sort of. But lots of the coal that we have here is going both to fuel for trains, which is acceptable, sort of, but a lot of it is being exported and then sort of more or less disappearing into nowhere. But let's see what we need now. We fixed the methane. We switched the copper. Great. How are we doing with that iron? 68 per minute. Seems to be a little bit of an improvement, but I'm inclined to head over here and check on the... Where is this going? Okay, that's the old one. And check on the hot air production. Because hot air is really important at this time. Because I assume that hot air is why we are not getting... Oh. Right. What do we have that requests hot air? Oops, fuck. Expected circuit ID for entities with more than one circuit connector. Oh, okay, sure. Ah, how far? Oh, are you kidding me? Am I lucky or what? Okay, we didn't have to go back that much. So, the thing I wanted to do was to search my signal networks for the hot air signal, which should tell me what is requesting hot air. I'm going to assume sort of it's down here somewhere. Maybe? Or maybe not. Oh right, it's the copper. The copper is requesting a hot air. Very well. That explains why we have a bit of it missing. So I'm going to insert a little logic here, because I'm afraid that this pump, if I just connect it directly, it's pumping a lot of the hot air into this provider. And that might be fine in some cases, but right now I would like the hot air to go somewhere else. So please only do that if hot air is more than 5,000. Or honestly, we can be a bit more generous, 2,000. So hopefully this should mean that we will prioritize the other things first, and then things will go into this pie tank. And when things go into this pie tank, the thing is that it doesn't go back. which is kind of why I want to do this. So actually for now we can just to boost the production slightly, we'll just provide it with a bit of hot air. And you can see that it falls drastically because we need quite a bit of it. But this should help a bit, I think. So yeah, this stone production here will have some stone to produce for us. All right, where is my train? There it is. Oh, we have 2 trains here now wanting to deliver stuff. One for coal and one for coke. Very well. So let's go somewhere else. Down here, that's good, perfect. Stack inserters are almost finished. Not that I will be able to make them, I believe, because they require a complex circuit board. So what I would like to do here now, we don't have a lot of drilling fluid here, but for what I kind of want to do at this moment, that's actually quite okay. Because I would like to have a new ground borer, which I obviously can't have because I need circuit boards and iron. Very well. Let's start with connecting the pipes then. That's coal gas, and this is lubricant. Coal gas and lubricant. And this should be enough to produce a couple of new things using the drill head. Namely, quartz ore for one, iron ore, and copper ore. And all these are very, very interesting. And let's see if we can do something else. Raw borax we're already making, and the others over here require so much more research that that's not going to happen. So this is everything we need for now. Then we just need to have a bit more drilling fluid, which we will check on later, perhaps. We can skip that one too and go directly over here. And then we can check where is this one going. Okay, it's going over there. Let's skip that. So iron, we do have a bit of iron and we do have a bit of simple circuit boards. Will it be enough? It doesn't look like it. We need more iron. Damn, we need more iron. Okay, well, Let's go get some more iron then, sort of. Wait a minute, don't we have a chest still over here? I think we do. I hope we do. That would be very useful. Let's see, what do we have here? Yes, look at this. 6,000 iron ore just waiting for us. Let's grab it all. Let's grab it all. So let's see, now we should definitely have enough to produce a ground borer or two or three or a bunch. Apparently only two, because we need titanium plates and circuit boards. Right. Please go to my parking again. Wait a minute, something is not right here. Where is it? They are waiting to go back to the depot. Wow, okay, interesting. Seems like I don't have enough signals over there. Okay, that's some more of those. Ground borer. No, I need the titanium as well, right? Yes, I need titanium. Now I can make a ground borer. Great. Why is this light red? Because my signals seems to be put very sparingly or very not close enough together. Thank you, landfill. Actually, it's much better if I do it like this. Thank you. This should allow more trains to be waiting at the same time and cause less of a panic or less of a traffic jam. It's very important to keep an eye on traffic jams when dealing with rails. Now we're researching the first inserter capacity bonus, which will give us essentially absolutely nothing because it only affects stack inserters, but the one after that will affect all our inserters, both stack inserters and non-stack inserters, which will be great. So please drill for copper ore. Let's put it actually... Oh, sure. Let's put it over here. Copper ore. Now, are we lucky enough to have... this should be possible. Of course it's possible. We'll just rotate it until it is possible. And then let's see about this lubricant. This is when I realized that I should have put the pipes the other way around, but whatever. Now the last one missing is the quartz ore, of course, which requires both lubricant and coal gas. Sure, okay. Let's keep it like this for the time being. What we do need, however, is a bit of drilling fluid for the iron. Oh right, drill head. I forgot about that part. That's a very, very important part. Because without drill heads you can't get anything, basically. And this tells me that I should move this one down a bit further. Now we should have some room here for the drilling fluid. So let's see, let's use a long inserter to remove the copper ore. Probably 2 of them because we get 15 at a time with only 2 seconds. Holy wow. That's a lot actually. Well, I guess we can just move this a little bit. Do you contain any fluids? You do. You contain 500 coal gas. Fine. It's just coal gas. Because I do want to move you a bit further down so that we have room for so here we can have output, and then we need the drill head, which we can have over here, and then we need more coal gas. Great. This should be enough with just one inserter actually. Will not be enough with just a few power poles though. We need more power poles. Or as it would be called in StarCraft, you must construct additional pylons. I used to play StarCraft 1 quite a bit when I was a kid, but I haven't played StarCraft 2 that much actually. It's feels a bit too stressful for me now. It's so important to be fast and know what to do in the game, and while I can sort of make up a strategy and stuff, I'm not that good at real-time strategy games like that. We're missing lubricants for some reason. For this reason. That's a very good reason. This is not good, is it? Nope, that's not. That's actually, that can be okay, but I would actually like to change this a bit, because we do need to reserve some space for the trains, because we don't, well, if or when we need more station or more places like this, I think we probably can make it in another city block. Now, copper ore is definitely not going to be a problem anytime soon. Iron ore seems to be a bit of a problem because we are missing drilling fluid, which we are going to investigate why we are missing. Now that's quartz ore as well. That's nice. And the quartz ore we want to output over here. I think, probably, maybe, nope, actually. Let's do this the other way around. Drill head, go down here. Because whatever we place down here next is also very likely going to need drill head. I'm pretty sure of it, actually. And here we can use a long-handed inserter because it's only one of them that we need. So here we go, we're getting quartz ore. Huzzah! And then this little thing, the iron ore, can be output over here. And this pipe needs to be fixed. So this episode turned out to not be anything at all what I had planned, but it feels very useful anyways, actually, because this is definitely something that we would like to have. Because this quartz ore will help us significantly, this copper ore will help us quite a bit. Well, not that copper ore is a major issue, or an issue at all, honestly. The iron ore is we're still working on it, sort of. I'm going to need a lot of belts for this. Or actually, I'm only going to need half of the belts for this. Because I'm going to let these share for now. And copper, you may share as well, actually. So then I just need to use a little splitter over here. Thanks, I don't need that much at the moment. Thank you very much. And then I will be filtering copper ore on one side and something else on the other. So copper ore go left. That other thing go borax, of course. go right. And then add a green wire for this copper ore. Do I have... Yeah, okay, I'm using green wires, sure. So say that we kind of want around 5,000 copper ore here. Great. Now let's move this belt along. I'm going to need more inserters over here. That's for sure. So then please quartz go on one side. Quartz ore. There we go. And then I'm going to need a couple of conditions here as well. This is an absolute mess. You know what? I need more warehouses here actually. Because I can already tell that a different design for this will be useful. So quartz warehouses, please. Yes, something like that. And then I will want to have quartz ore on one side. Oops, wrong quartz. Quartz ore, thank you. Quartz ore over there, which means that iron ore will come over here. Then I will have copper to one of these, and then I don't actually need all these warehouses. So copper ore over there, perfect. And the other thing over at the other place. More fast inserters. And this is where the fun begins. Because we will be using a technique I call warehouse forwarding. So we are basically just inserting it into different warehouses, and then we're using inserters to forward between them. And this is very helpful if you have several different items going to the same place. And then we will use a constant combinator to specify the requests. So using this combinator, I will say that I would like to have 3000 quartz ore, then copper ore, also 3000, and then borax, not raw borax, because we're actually cleaning the borax here, 3000, and iron ore 3000. And apparently we also need some power for the inserters. Great. Now we just need to put everything on its own little transport belt condition, circuit condition. So this is copper ore, This should be borax. Yes, it is. And then please take this quartz ore, thank you. And then here we have some quartz ore and some iron ore. And then I can use the less than 0 request everywhere. Quartz ore. Is it? Yes, that's quartz ore. Borax, copper, iron, quartz ore. Perfect. So then it should be filling up here. When there is items available, of course. Here, you maybe made this. Probably you did. So we have quite a lot of drill heads, we have coal gas, we have lubricant. What we don't have at the moment is drilling fluid. So that's going to be the last thing we do for this episode, to find out why are we missing that much drilling fluid. And drilling fluid is requested over here as well. And now we're driving against the traffic. No, actually we're not. We're driving incorrectly. Oh, okay. So here we have the place for drilling fluid. So let's see why we are missing it. Can I park here? I think I actually want to park here because these rail tracks are not finished, which means that no train will possibly come here. So here we have the production, and it seems like we are missing sand basically. So that's what we're gonna deal with. So many buttons I'm clicking, and apparently all of them are wrong. Soil extractor. And then washer. And then we need more circuit boards. And then we wait a bit while I just do something on my phone. Sorry for that. And then we probably will have to fix more. Don't we have a sort of beautiful setup for this already? We do. Greetings. Oh, that's stone, most of it, but that should be okay. So, do we have any water in the area? We'll have to take the water from over here. And this will produce tailings, which we are currently dumping here. Sure. Let's continue to dump it. I'm okay with that. Even though tailings have proven very useful actually. because that helped us to fix our fluid problem, our fluid fuels, which used to be quite a bit of a problem. Okay, we're gonna need possibly more inserters. Well, actually, we need more machines at the moment. And then this sand needs to go somewhere, because that tends to help. Is everything here making sand? Well, we will figure that out. I think one of them or two might be set to stone, which is obviously not what we want, but it should be easy to fix. I want robots. So here we will have sand. So let's use a little splitter to have the sand go both over here and to where it actually was missing. And I need more belts. There we go. This should be functioning a bit better, I hope. As soon as we get some more washers, naturally, we can actually maybe move some washers. Yeah, especially this one. To make things a little bit cleaner. Because we have messes enough already. And now I realize that I actually also wanted to do another thing in this episode, which we will definitely not have time to do, and that is to make a couple of more things in the mall. So this was the thing producing stone. So now we switch that recipe, and please have some more soil here. Thank you. And this is not correct because it should be like that, which means that we can move this down one step and this one forward like that, like that. There we go. Perfect. Whoops. Perfect. I hope this will help us with the drilling fluid problem. But yeah, you know what? I was going to say that we will continue fixing that problem in the next episode, but I am going to do it now so that we don't have to do it in the next episode. And it's Simon's. Oh, wow, I managed to find the right train stop in just the right time. Not some quick switching of the rail tracks there. So we need some more washers. And some more soil extractors. Something like that. Not sure why we are missing so many circuits over here. Well, actually, I am quite sure about why. And the problem is that we seem to be missing some tin ore. That seems to be the problem. And I just realized that we are not really requesting any iron ore anywhere. We are requesting the copper ore, which means that we can stop producing copper ore in the old base. But the copper ore and the iron ore is produced together, which makes things a bit more difficult. Okay, so now we're getting started on the soil extractors as well. And then I would also like a few more long-handed inserters. And pipes. And this is where our mall would be really handy. I'm probably going to have to set that up and have it request or produce and cache a number of copper cables, tin cables, small parts. But what I was thinking of doing in this episode, which we didn't get the time to do, was to automate production of inserters in the mall. And some other things as well. So here we go. This should help things out. Now we can use a little setup like this. Actually, just let's have all of it go up here, because that's where it seems to be the most useful. Because the other production is doing quite alright with the amount of sand, as we can see. So there we go. Okay, sure, electricity, absolutely fine. This should help our production by quite a bit of the drilling fluid. Then the next problem might be the starch. We will see. So, thank you for watching. That's it for this episode. Sorry for the long episode, but we have fixed a number of problems. I can't even remember which ones we fixed or not. So, see you again next time. Like and subscribe and do whatever you want.